Rolly, let's be real. Me and you were cool, but we were not like you're talking about. Oh, I hurt you. We were friends. We didn't been through this. We didn't been through that. I didn't even really talk to you. Even baddies, you would say this season. I never even really talked to you like that. I did because I barely seen you. We don't talk outside of baddies. I rarely see you unless we're in a scene like what we were tonight. But besides that, I never really seen you on set. So you're trying to make it seem like I turned against you. I did this. I did this. When did I turn against you? How did I turn against you when you called me out? Pressure was being funny. She was telling Bro Rilla something about me being fine, or she was saying something funny. So I was laughing with Pressure about that. It had nothing to do with you. And you called me, you talking about I'm weird. You called me out talking about I'm weird, I'm this, I'm that. It was never nothing against you. I would never let Pressure talk about you to me and vice versa. The only reason I stood up was because I messed with TT and I don't like the jumping. It was for y'all against him. And my whole thing was, Rolly, where did you come from? You talking about, oh, you think I needed a storyline. Why does it always have to be a storyline? You needed a storyline because it was getting too late in the season and you haven't done nothing this far. So you talking about I need a storyline because I stopped fighting Fauna. I stopped doing this. I stopped doing that. What about you? Because you had a chance to handle that in the beginning with Pressure, but you didn't. You waited until today when it's 4, 5, 6 people against him. Now you part of the crew jumping on a bandwagon, but you want to say, I need a storyline. How? How? And then you talking about you so hurt, your friend this, da-da-da-da-da-da. I didn't say nothing to you. You called me out and you said, yo, you weird as fuck. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And I said, I'm thinking you were mad at the fact that I was standing up when y'all were trying to jump her. You was talking about, oh, because I was laughing with her. At the end of the day, I'm grown as fuck. And let's not be kids. And let's first of all, we're not even, you make it seem like it was me and you, like it was me and Dolly. Like Dolly could be talking like that. But me and you were never like that for you to be feeling this type of way. And you know that. So the fact that you're trying to make it seem like, oh, I just hurt you so much. And I didn't do nothing but laugh and you called me out. And then you started the name calling first. You said, oh, you're D-sucking. Unprovoked, I get you were mad, but you totally brought it out of you are the first one that made it turn left. You're the first one that made it turn left. You talking about how long I known her, how long I known her, Rolly. I know you longer, and I seen Pressure more throughout the season because you weren't around. I don't know where you were. We were in different hotels. We didn't talk. So me and TT are cool outside of baddies. This bitch has been to my house before. Like me and TT are cool. Her and I be around TT when we're not filming. I be around TT just when we're at the bar chill. I be around TT very, very often. And who's with her? Pressure. So I got cool with Pressure, but I'm grown and you're not finna tell me who I can and can't be friends with. Or who I can and can't laugh with. Because like I said, if it was you and somebody and y'all came in and I was cool with TT and Pressure and it was the other way around and four bitches stood up to you and you're one, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to side with you because I don't do the jumping. That's it. That's all. So you're taking it the wrong way. Then you're trying to make it seem like, oh, we done been through this. Why are you using that as a leverage in an argument? Whatever you did or whatever you say you did, why do you have to bring that up in an argument as leverage? Talking about it hurt, you wanted to cry, this and that. I never, what did I do to you? Besides laugh with Pressure after you try to hop on the bandwagon with Ivory, Diamond, Ciroc, and all them, and you trying to now all of a sudden come out of retirement and jump because you weren't doing nothing, but you want to call me out for having a storyline, for not having a storyline. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all be too confused. Y'all be too confused. And like I'm so, she like it hurt so bad. Girl, what hurt? You said I was D-sucking first. You the one that called me weird first. Bitch, I could laugh at whoever I want to laugh with. It's not about you, so it don't matter. She was saying something about Bro-Rilla. She said something to me. She said something to Bro-Rilla about me. On some just trolling stuff. And I was laughing at it. Nobody was laughing at you. I'm cool with both sides. I never took one side over another. I was just standing up because TT's really the one. TT's really the one that I'm gonna ride for, because that's actually my bitch. Me and Pressure are cool, but it's really me and TT. Nobody took nobody's side. But I gotta find this. I gotta find all the stuff you was saying, because girl, you was making it seem like it was like me and I done betrayed Dolly. Like Dolly could feel this way if it was me and Dolly, but it doesn't give. I actually am a little confused on that note.
Now I see, because Summer was your fucking friend too.
Oh, and then also too, it's funny how now that you fell out with me, now you trying to go and run back and take Summer's side. I had your back. I had this. Yeah, you had my back because I was right. You didn't have my back just because you like me. You had my back because I was right. So you trying to use this in an argument. You're talking about now you see what? I'm not responsible for no grown woman and what they do. I'm not responsible for no other grown woman, especially one who's lost for real. I'm not responsible for no grown woman. And I wouldn't even call these people grown women. These bitches are even, like, these bitches are not mature. These bitches are not none of that. And then y'all steady trying to, what's the name? Steady trying to say Rollie got in my head. Rollie never got in my head. What are you talking about? Rollie never got in nobody's head over here. Why do y'all be creating these fake narratives and really want people to believe you? I don't talk a lot. I don't argue a lot back and forth. So when people come out the woodworks and they make these random lives and they start saying this stuff first, they think that they're validated because they said it first, and they feel like people are going to believe them. But that's not the truth. Y'all want to believe what y'all want to believe. No matter how many times the truth gets cleared up, y'all want to believe whatever y'all want to believe.
When Chrisean and Tasiki was on her ass, you ain't do none of that shit, bro. You letting people in this girl face screaming and hollering and everything, but this bitch, you barely even know. That's what I said. That's why I got mad, because what the fuck is going on? I was feeling like, okay, maybe she don't have a storyline anymore. Maybe
you didn't have a storyline.
You know, a thing.
That's why you tried to jump on a bandwagon with Ivory and Diamond against TT and Pressure.
This is like, okay, now I'm gonna come over here, because I still don't understand. I still don't understand the fucking reason. I still don't.
What the reason to what? Why I was laughing with Pressure? You don't understand the reason I was laughing with Pressure, because Pressure said something funny. If you're mad that I was laughing with Pressure, it's because Pressure said something funny and I laughed. So what don't you understand? What are you confused about? You still don't understand what? Why I was laughing? What is it that you don't get? Because you made your own problem. You made your own problem. I'm cool with whoever the fuck I'm cool with. I don't see you. I don't talk to you outside of baddies. I don't see you while we're filming unless we're in a scene. And that could be days. Yes, we're cool. Yes, I respected you. But you creating this narrative talking about, you know what we went through, you know what we went through. What did we go through? What did we go through? Besides the whole situation in Africa with the incident. But even then, it wasn't fully something that I was 100% going through. So what are you talking about that we went through together and this and that? Like, I'm confused.
Understand the reason. You saying this girl is your friend. That's why you did that.
When did I? No, I never said she was my friend. I said TT was my friend, not Pressure, honey. What are you talking about?
Never have this bitch jump in not one fight for me.
And why would I jump in for a fight with you when I didn't jump in a fight against you? What do you mean? I could have jumped in a fight against you when you were wrong and when you were beating the fuck out of what's the name? But I didn't. And I stayed out of your stuff. Have you ever fought for me? No. Well, what's up with everybody wanting to fight for each other? You didn't fight for me. You didn't say this. Who the fuck am I to y'all? Like, why are y'all looking at me as y'all savior? Why are y'all looking at me as to do this or do that? Why? I don't understand. Nobody jumps in for me. Nobody fights for me. I handle my own by myself. It's not my fault that y'all may not be the best fighters. It's not my fault that y'all can't fight. And it's whatever y'all reason is as to why y'all feel like y'all look at me to save y'all and have y'all back and fight for y'all and this and that is I just be confused because we're all grown women. The only difference is, and the only thing that I can think of is, oh, I'm a fighter, I can fight, but that's nobody's fault. So y'all trying to blame that on something. Now all of a sudden,
stick up for me not one motherfucking time. If y'all can find a video, post that shit.
You never heard me stick up for you. When did I have to stick up for you? You're the mom. You're the house mom. Why would I have to stick up for you? There's never been a situation where I've had to stick up for you. You can handle your own. What are you talking about? And then you talking about Chrisean and
that you barely even know
Tasiki.
that you just met.
Hold on. Cause this is what I don't get too. Is
A bitch that's like, oh, that's my friend. Then I was feeling like, okay, maybe she don't have a storyline anymore. Maybe it's like a, you know.
And y'all need to stop the narrative of this storyline. I don't need none of you bitches to strive. I don't need none of you bitches to strive. I don't. Let me make that clear one more time. I don't need none of you bitches to strive. Respectfully. Y'all keep chasing this storyline. I am the storyline. Respectfully. I don't need you bitches. Rollie, I don't need to use you for no storyline, no nothing. I don't need to use y'all for nothing. I never needed nobody for nothing when it comes to this. I never had to rely on somebody for my destination, nothing. And I never will. So what are y'all talking about? Maybe she needs a storyline. You needed a storyline. Let's clear it up. You needed a storyline. You needed to get back on camera because you haven't done nothing all season. So this was your time to shine. And you knew that. That's why it is what it is, because this was your time to shine. And what better way when you got 2, 3, 4 people behind you?
A thing for her to, because she ain't fighting Fauna, she ain't fighting nobody else. So maybe this is like,
and who are you fighting?
Now I'm come over here because I still don't understand. I still don't understand the fucking.
You're confused.
Reason. I still don't understand the reason. You saying this girl is your friend. That's why you did that. But bitch, I ain't never ever had this bitch jump in not one fight for me.
I didn't jump in a fight, and it wasn't 2. It wasn't 4 against 2.
But as soon as it comes to another bitch that you barely even know that you just met, probably this year, maybe a little bit last year, girl, please, I don't want to hear nothing about. Oh, she came to her birthday party. That's great. We all come to big bitches' birthday party.
Just because you, Rollie, you're confused. Just because you know me longer doesn't mean I'm cooler with you. Time is nothing. I've known you longer than I've known TT. Yes, absolutely. But I don't talk to you more than TT. Me and TT are like this. Yes, this bitch has been in my personal space. This bitch has been around. I call this bitch. We talk on the phone. That's my bitch. So just because I know you longer doesn't mean anything when I actually have a real relationship with this girl outside of baddies. And I'm talking about TT. You're making it seem like time has a it doesn't.
We all come to that, but when I tell you
what did we go through? You went through shit with Summer too. You went through real shit with Summer too.
To where I put myself in harm's way for
Not for me. 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 What did we go through besides the one situation in Africa with her face? What other situation? I feel Rollie, I'm not going to discredit Rollie. She has, spoke up about certain things. I can't respect that now she's going back on her word and saying, well, I see now because Chrisean and Tasiki were in Summer's space.
To me.
And this and that. You talking about I did something to you. What did I do to you?
Summer was your fucking friend too. But last season, when Chrisean and Tasiki was on her ass, you ain't do none of that shit, bro.
And my thing is, at the end of the day, you guys are talking about this whole, she's saying Chrisean and Tasiki, I wasn't on none of that. Respectfully, Chrisean wasn't on shit. She kept saying she's on a different path with God. Da da da. I believe in God. I am a child of God, and I wholeheartedly respected the fact that that's what she was on. So there was not a doubt in my mind that she was gonna, and I hoped that she wasn't gonna flip a switch now that she's on cameras, and that she was gonna stick to what she said she came in to do. So therefore, I was never worried about Chrisean, because she made it very, 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 very clear that she wasn't on that, and that she was here in a different light, in a different frame. And I respected that because it was for the Lord. So I respected that. And I wasn't on that with her because I knew she wasn't on that. That was that. You talking about this, you talking about that. Rollie, you were there the day before when we were all having a conversation, and it was me, you, Dolly, and Summer, and we were all outside, and I was telling Summer, I don't think that you should go into the house doing too much, because they're gonna try, what's the name's gonna want to retaliate and this and that. I just don't feel like you should get in between it, because it has to do with the two sisters, this and that. You were right there when I said that to Summer that night. So you already knew what was talked about before we went in the chaos. You already knew that I wasn't gonna be on that, because I didn't agree with what the stuff that Summer was saying. Summer was gonna use it as an antagonization. Summer was gonna use the whole Chrisean and Tasiki situation as an antagonization and try to antagonize her. And I said, I don't think that you should do that. I don't think that you should do that, because they're sisters. This has to do with them. XYZ, XYZ. And you knew that. So now you come in. Now you come in after we fall out months later, talking about I didn't do nothing when they were in her face from da 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 da. First of all, I'm not nobody's Captain Save-A-Ho. Second, Chrisean wasn't on that. She was in a different light, and I respected that. Third, what do you want me to do when these bitches are purposely saying stuff to antagonize people? So yeah, stop trying to create this narrative. Stop trying to say what we went through. Stop trying to say what you went through. Stop trying to say how many times you had my back. Stop trying to say this or that, because nobody did nothing to you but laugh. And that still had nothing to do with you. I'm grown. I'm cool with both parties. I don't have to pick a side, and I did it. And I'm not. I was cool with you, and I was cool with Pressure. I was cool with you, and I was overly cool with TT. Me and Pressure just became cool this season. Me and her just became cool. She was with TT, you feel me? But I actually do like Pressure. As I got to meet her, I actually did start liking Pressure. So respectfully, what's the issue? And then with all this big three shit, respectfully, I got on the internet and I seen Dolly and I seen the other one talking. I was not a part of no conversations. Let me clear that up. Now, I was not a part of no conversations when it came to their situation or what they're talking about, this, and that. I was not a part of any conversation. So they're in it. It sounds like everyone's on board, included, but I was never part of any conversation. I was never part of any conversation. So I just want to make that clear, because I don't appreciate like the delusion and the missing pieces that people are trying to put together, and the narratives that people are trying to create. Because when the hate don't work, they start telling lies, as Rollie did and as the other one did. When the hate stopped working, they start telling lies. Both of them did. So I don't respect somebody who has lied on my name and tried to belittle me by saying, oh, this, oh, that, and it's not even true. I also don't appreciate, Rollie, how you steady trying to say you're trying to act all hurt. You're on the internet trying to act all hurt and you feel like people are on your side because you went first, but you were saying very false things about me. And the whole thing is, Rollie, you're saying all this false information. I don't talk to you. You don't know nothing about my personal life. Nobody knows nothing about my personal life, because I don't exploit that to the world. Nobody knows who I'm talking to, what I'm doing, who I'm with. Nobody knows that. Nobody knows anything about me. People can't even get close enough to smell my perfume. People can't even get that close to me unless we're just in a space of that. But people can't even get close enough to smell my perfume, let alone, Rollie, you're sitting here telling these false lies that you think is something, creating false narratives. Let's stop. You're creating false narratives, and I don't respect it. I don't respect it. I don't respect it. Not even from the other one either. You claim this, oh, it never, like, y'all are stupid. Y'all are dumb and stupid. And I can't wait to really let it all out on the floor, because I'm not holding my tongue, and we're going to get to the bottom of it. You people keep trying to make it seem like I'm so wrong. What did I do wrong? Y'all pressed because it's lexx. What can I say? And y'all think I need y'all. Y'all think I need y'all. Please. Please. I just had to come on here and say that, because y'all really be doing it for real. And I can't. It's crazy to me. It's really crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Everyone tries to just create these narratives of me, and it's false. And I hate that one person has said it, and then everyone else has jumped on the bandwagon of the BS. And it's because everyone has been a victim, and they hate it. So it's all these bitches against me, saying this, saying that. And it's all a lie. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. And I'm not trying to say too much on here, because I don't want people to base their next move off of me possibly giving too much information. I don't even want people to start calculating and thinking of this or that. But y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy and delusional. Would y'all be back cool with someone? Would y'all be back cool with someone who you committed a crime with and they told? Would y'all be back cool with somebody who you committed a crime with and they told when y'all fell out? Unprovoked. Would you be back cool? If you committed a crime with your friend, or you did something with your friend behind closed doors, and then y'all fall out and they tell, oh yeah, and don't forget we committed this crime together, we did this, would y'all be back cool? Hell no. Exactly. So y'all are delusional if y'all think that I'm finna, what? No. Shit never had to get as far as it did. It never had to. Motherfuckers steady talking about, oh, it never had to get to the point where we were fighting. So why did you make it get to the point where we were fighting? Why did you make it get to the point where we were fighting? Why did you unprovokedly say things? Why did you just blurt random shit out for no reason? Why did you keep talking to us? Why did you keep talking to us when we said that we were going to leave each other alone? Your excuse is, your reasoning is, oh, did y'all expect me to change? Did you expect me to change who I was now that we fell out and now that y'all are on the other side? Okay, cool. Now, granted, did you expect us to change how we were now that you were on the other side? Because had any bitch would have played me how you played me, I'm talking about Bummer, any random bitch that played me how you played me, I would have been dogged them. I would have been did that to them. But I let it go out. So all this crazy stuff, like y'all tripping and talking about, man. Y'all tripping. I don't know. Maybe you feel me? Them two, they can work something out, but y'all motherfuckers tripping. Y'all tripping. I ain't finna go befriend no op weirdo who I can't trust. Who I can't trust? No. Like, you're not to be trusted. You're not to be trusted. You're not to be trusted, honey. Like, that's who you are. That's your character. You're the type to fall out with somebody and just get the going. Whether it's true or not, it's just the principle. You're not to be trusted. Sorry. At all. And I want to see how and then it was just too much said. I needed her, I needed this, I needed that. It was a lot. And I can't. It's funny, but like, I don't know. I definitely do feel like there is, if anything, a conversation could be had. Just, one final last conversation. I don't feel like we've actually spoke. But that's really the most that I feel like, if anything, that would be okay, is just having a simple conversation.
His poops are stinky, but his snuggles are supreme. Doogie is the cutest poop machine. His poops are stinky, but his snuggles are supreme.
But yeah. But how funny. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and say that to you guys, because Rollie, stop trying to make it seem like I just broke your heart when me and you weren't even like that, for real. Like, me and you were friends, we were cool, but you're making it seem like we done 10 years of friendship done went down the drain. I done broke your heart. Girl, I didn't do nothing to you but laugh at what Pressure said to me and Brorilla. That's what I laughed at what Pressure said to me and Brorilla. And you took that as I was laughing, Kiki, and da-da-da-da-da. Like I said, I'm cordial in a situation. As long as Pressure wasn't talking to me about you and vice versa, we were good. You called me a D-sucker out of the blue. You started the name calling first. You started the weird shit first. So I don't want to hear it. You talking about you damn near about to cry. Girl, stop faking to these people. Stop faking to these people. Stop. Cause me and you were cool, but you're trying to victimize like I was the one in the wrong. And that's where I'm gonna draw the line. Cause you're not about to try to use this, oh, we were friends, you were this as a leverage to try to get people to be on your side, when that's not even the true fact of what went on or what happened. So stop trying to create this false narrative. And then on top of that, but you lied on my name. You weirdo, you lied on my name, saying false shit about me that's not true. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. Bitch, you lied on my name and tried to say I was doing this, I was doing that. You're a liar. You're a weirdo liar. I'm not, no, I don't, no. My name holds a lot of weight. You bitches ain't finna try to put bad papers on my name for nothing. Anytime I get in an argument, it's, oh, she's this, she's that, she's this, she's that. But it's never no problem when y'all cool with me, though. It's never no problem when y'all cool with me and we kumbaya the best of friends. It's no issue then. But it's always an issue somehow when we fall out. When I be the same person when we're together and the same person when we're not. I'm not a weirdo type friend. I'm very self-aware. I just, like, come on now. I'm not a weirdo. I'm very level-headed and smart, and respectfully, a lot of you bitches don't have that. A lot of you bitches aren't level-headed. A lot of you bitches aren't composed. A lot of you bitches don't have discernment. A lot of you bitches are not mature. A lot of you bitches are still act like kids. A lot of you bitches are a lot of things, honey. So y'all trying to equalize us and trying to categorize and trying to say this and that about me to bring me down is no. And that's why I said the real ones know what's tea. The real ones who feel like they know me enough, they know what's up. And I really don't even give a fuck about all the hate, because I just don't like the people that are lying on my name and creating false narratives. I'm not you bitches. And I'm one of the most private people that I know. No one knows anything about me. Nothing about me. Like, nobody knows nothing about me. So for y'all to just come out the woodworks saying this is crazy. It's like you're lying. Stop making up false stuff. But at the end of the day, people want to choose the path that they want to choose. People want to choose to be themselves, and I chose to be myself. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, a conversation could be had when it comes to me, Summer, and Darlene. A conversation I feel like could be had. If anything, we were friends. If anything, that's the least, that's the bare minimum, is a conversation. Now everybody else is speaking too far out. Too far out. Way too far out. But a conversation could be possibly had. So yeah. Anyways, reuniting. Y'all are taking it way too far, and I don't want to spoil anything to y'all. I really want to just wait until everything can be unfolded, until I can say everything on camera one good final time, because I hate the way that people are trying to play crazy right now. I have a lot to say. And it's funny how energies pipe down a little bit when certain situations got brought up. But we'll talk about it, though. We'll talk about it for sure. We'll talk about it. We would definitely talk about it. But why do y'all want me to call Dolly? And then y'all keep asking about why I didn't do this, why I didn't do that. Don't ask me why I didn't do nothing. Because I do what I want to do. Clearly, I do what I want to do. If I don't feel like doing something, I'm not going to do it. And I don't owe nobody nothing. I'm not on nobody's time. Nobody gets to tell me when to get up, when to square up, when to do. Nobody tells me that. Nobody gets to tell me that at all. Nobody gets to tell me when to get up and do this and square up and fight, sit. Nobody gets to tell me that. I call the shots, as you can see. So don't ask me no questions as to why I didn't do nothing, because I don't have to. I don't owe nobody nothing. Y'all trying to make it a fair game. Oh, well, you did this, so you owe her this. No. Y'all trying to make it fair. It was never fair. It was never fair. When I got maced, it was never fair. You put me in harm's way, okay, cool. I'm not going to lower myself to be on your level to give you something that you want. No. And not. Y'all see me? And not. Are you crazy? And not. Tripping. Talking about, and you thought I was finna do what? Say, okay, all right. And not, honey. You're tripping. You're tripping, honey. Y'all mad because what? Because I didn't do what y'all wanted me to do. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all are mad. I don't like what? Nobody calls shots around here in my world. In my world over here, nobody calls shots. Nobody tells me what to do. So let's stop. Youngest bitch in charge. What can I say? Like, please. Please. Y'all funny. Y'all funny. And honestly too, in the episode, I didn't see Egypt and Neek. I didn't see them when I don't remember what was happening, but it was me. But really, I think I was laughing with Pressure. And then when it happened, Egypt had hit her and moved out the way from what I had seen on here. But I never knew that it was both of them. I had just seen Neek because they was trying to break her up. And see, a lot of this stuff that I'm learning too is there's a lot of stuff that I don't see on the internet. I mean, on the episode. Like, I didn't know that Neek said TT snuck her or something. I never seen that. A lot of stuff I never see. But at the end of the day, if I see my friend getting jumped, what do you expect me to do? Or if I see somebody I'm cool with getting jumped, what do y'all expect me to do? And then that's even the same thing. And it's like, it's funny too. One last thing. It's also funny because the same way that I became friends with Summer is the same way kind of how I became friends with Pressure. Nobody liked Summer on the bus the first day. If you go back to Midwest, nobody liked Summer. Emma fought her. Ivy fought her. Jasmine fought her. Pretty P fought her. Who else? Yoshi fought her. 5 people fought her on the bus the same day. The only people who ain't touched Summer that day was me and Dolly. I stayed cordial from the jump. I could have hopped on the bandwagon and said, oh, let me be cool with all these bitches because they don't like this. No, me and Dolly was the only 2 that stayed cordial the whole time. Had I would have jumped on the bandwagon with the rest of them bitches who didn't like her, it would have looked a certain way. But no, I stood by myself, and I was willing to stand by myself if it meant I wasn't siding with you bitches because y'all don't like her. That's how me and Summer became friends, because everyone was against her, and me and Dolly was the only ones who wasn't against her. And even with Pressure, everyone's against Pressure. I don't know no personal issues that Pressure has with anybody. I just know I'm just going off of what I see with Pressure and how I look at Pressure as Pressure. Not her beef with this person, or it gets too much when you think like that. It gets too much. So yes, me and Pressure are cool, and a lot of people don't like her because of whatever reason, but that don't have nothing to do with me. And I don't care about nobody's problems with nobody if I'm looking at you as your individual self. But at the end of the day, motherfuckers speaking and lying on my name. It's really the lying for me. Creating fake narratives for me. Nah. It's the lying on my name. Trying to discredit me and trying to put bad papers on my name. False stuff on my name as an excuse. And that's how you know people really do be feeling some type of way. People really just I feel like some people want to find a reason to just have something against me or XYZ. That's what I think, honestly. You knew Summer was gonna be big on baddies. That's why you clung on to her. Sam with pressure. I'm big on baddies. What do you mean? I don't need these. Stop. And that's why I'm saying that's where the discredit starts. You think that I need somebody else for in charge of my destiny? Nobody determines my destiny but me and God. So you saying, oh, I knew that this person was going to be big. I'm big in my own way. I'm my own character on baddies. I'm my own person on baddies. I don't need, and I don't look for these people. I've done fought plenty different people, and I still was the topic. I've done went through it with plenty different people, and I still was the topic. So it don't matter who I beef with, who I'm friends with, who this, who that. I'm still going to strive in my own way because I'm just me. So stop all that. Stop all that. Stop all that. Stop all that fake shit. Stop. I'm going to be who I am, regardless if I'm friends with this bitch, if I'm beefing with this bitch, if I'm cool with this bitch, if I'm over here with this bitch, if I'm this bitch, I'm still going to be me. It's been like that for now 4 seasons, honey. Topic of discussion. Respectfully. Let's not try to take anything away from me. Let's not. And let's stop the narrative saying I'm doing this, I'm doing that. No, I'm chilling. Enjoying my beautiful life in my own house with my own car, my own money, my own world. Enjoying time with my family. Working on myself, on my mental. Yeah. Watching all my hard work pay off. So, yeah. But I really just had to get on here and say that because I did not appreciate how people were trying to put bad papers on my name, how people was lying on my name, how people are trying to play victim on this internet, knowing it ain't what they're trying to make it seem like. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying it in a real way. You make it seem like I was your right-hand man's when we don't even talk that much. So that's why I was confused. Rollie, you know me and you don't talk that much. We talk when we see each other. We've maybe had a couple conversations outside of the show on like a phone call or something like that. But the way that you're trying to make it seem is not what you're trying to make it seem. It's not as deep as you're making it seem. And I don't like that. But I love y'all. Y'all keep saying, like I said, I had no say-so in the conversation with Summer and Dolly. I had no conversation with them. So they did all that. They had that conversation all on their own. I was not a part of that. I didn't talk to Dolly at that time. And yeah. It seemed like motherfuckers was getting a little too happy. But about that situation, all I can say is the conversation does need to be had. But all the rest of the stuff, y'all was taking it and running with it for sure. But I love y'all. I love y'all. I have a photo shoot today. So I got to start doing my hair, but I got to take this off. I love y'all and goodbye. Y'all and goodbye. Y'all and goodbye. Y'all and goodbye. Y'all and goodbye.